If these walls could talk, if these hallways could tell us the stories of overcoming and joy. The story of St. Marcus is a tale of a remarkable congregation, school, neighborhood, and city. One church member recently said, St. Marcus was the church family that I desperately needed, that my family needed. Words like those have echoed here since 1875, when this church and school community was born. In those first days, the 1870s, our country was going through an economic nightmare. Perhaps God chose that time period to launch St. Marcus so that we would remember that it was not by might, but by His Spirit that His work would be accomplished. Since then, countless stories have come alive here to become one shared story. The weddings, birth of children, friendship, worship, healing, and hard times. In all of it, our church members, leaders, teachers, and school families have not been alone. We have God, and we have each other. One person said, the people here have acknowledged my pain and not shunned me because of it. I still have value. That kind of love is in our DNA. The love of Jesus, the love that's found in the gospel. In all the challenges we faced, we've seen a consistent faithfulness, a fortitude, and an entrepreneurial spirit that has characterized St. Marcus for over 150 years. Our community, this congregation and school, has always been made up of people who don't give up. And those same kinds of people keep showing up. From day one, we've known we are here for a reason. If these walls could talk, if these hallways could tell us the stories of overcoming and joy.
St. Marcus has given me and my family a spiritual home outside of our own.
When I was a teacher at St. Marcus, my mom died my first year teaching. I was surrounded with so much love and support.
My growth group is the most encouraging group of people in my life.
I get to worship with brothers and sisters of multiple ethnicities in excellence and in radical communion, the way it's always meant to be.
St. Marcus School provides a safe environment for my child to learn.
I was in a state of depression. Talking with Pastor Hine and having him pray for me, it took away my depression.
The church has given us a place to create beautiful things like the gospel choir.
Both St. Marcus School and church supported me in times of challenge. My coworkers supported me through finishing college and full-time teaching and also welcomed me into their own families.
It has strengthened my faith. I realize that I am not alone and Jesus is with me always.
The greatest impact St. Marcus School has made on my life as a scholar is teaching me how to work with others. Without this, I'd probably be the most antisocial person on the planet.
A sense of belonging and love, no matter your story.
St. Marcus has seen so much. World War I in 1917, the stock market crash of 1929, World War II in 1941. 1955 was the year of Rosa Parks and the Montgomery bus boycott. And that was the same year St. Marcus School graduated its first African-American student, Leon Todd, a smart, courageous, and determined young man who was even interested in the ministry. St. Marcus was here for the Milwaukee riots of 1967 that happened in this neighborhood. Our congregation and school trusted that God had a plan for our presence here on this corner. Through the 70s and 80s, there were moments when people didn't think we'd make it. Hard times came, but God's provision and the faithfulness of His people kept us going. In the 90s and 2000s, we were able to enjoy no longer being in survival mode. During this time, the Choice Program enabled us to provide an excellent St. Marcus education to more families. We remained relying on the faithfulness of God, enjoying the unfolding of His purposes for all of us. We've continued to invest in and grow our spaces to serve our congregation and school families, to continue evolving with our community, to be valuable, and to answer the call that God put on St. Marcus 150 years ago. We are no strangers to chaos, to heartbreak, to obstacles. We are no strangers to joy, peace, courage, and generosity. In all the challenges and blessings we've encountered, our God has continued to show Himself faithful and good. In light of that truth, we stand with the thousands of church members, staff, parents, and students who have called St. Marcus home over the years, and we say thank you. Thank you to God, and to everyone who has chosen to believe in what God started back in 1875. Wow, if these walls could talk.